Hello everyone, it's B here, and I'm here to talk about gender dysphoria and being trans. Now, a common question people ask me is if I am trans, and it's mostly in my school, or they just assume such because I act so differently. Now, I am, but not in the way they think I am. They assume that I was born a man and I turned into a woman, and it's more the other way around. Now, being trans doesn't mean you go through all the surgery and then you're trans. No, just being trans is feeling like you don't belong in the body you are in because you feel your brain makes you think you're the opposite sex. And it sucks because there are days where I don't want to get out of bed because I have to deal with she this, she that, and if only I could be an actual guy. And it's a really hard thing to go through. It's stressful, and no one really wants to go through any of that. I didn't want to be this way. I just kinda am. Now, there are people that do it for attention or just because they like the same sex as them, makes them think that they're trans. And there's such thing as being gay and not being trans, and there's such thing as being a gay trans. I mean, it's the thing. You can turn into a girl and like girls. It happens. I mean, that and overpopulation is a thing, so the more gay people there are, I mean, the more people are being adopted, which means less people are being born, and we are solving our own overpopulation issue. And I personally just hate children in general. They give me anxiety and everything like that. But back on track, yes, I am trans, and I have not gone through the surgery. I am cutting my hair because hair is a big part of it, apparently. I mean, you express yourself with it. And it's really nice. I feel free and with short hair. I feel like I'm the most handsome guy in the world, even though I am not. I am blessed with wide shoulders, though, which makes me happy. Makes me really, really happy. But if you are going through these changes and maybe guardian or parents don't really like, they're like transphobic or something like that, then telling them is still a great thing to do, because if you tell them, you at least had the bravery to express yourself and be yourself, which is awesome. Being able to be yourself is amazing. I recommend, if you are dealing with gender dysphoria or just going through changes and dealing with those hardships, get therapy. Or if you can't get therapy, get a really good friend that can know everything. Because having someone that you think care about you and does just helps so much. That, and you can just let everything out. You'll be a much better person in the end. And I personally just love it. Just having someone to talk to is really nice. Just really nice. And I'm going to, sometimes I'm mistaked as a guy, and I was mistaked as a guy before I even knew I was trans. And for some reason, it made me really, really happy. Like, really, really happy. Like, some popular guy in my school, if he's watching, thank you. Because at least you got my gender right for a second. But this is kind of touchy subject, so I'm trying to think of what to say because I do not have a script at all. I should have made one, but as I have been saying, mistaked as a guy. It was more of a wake-up call. It's like, wait, I'm a girl. I shouldn't be feeling this way. Why do I always feel like a guy whenever I'm a girl? Because I came out to my parents as gender fluid because I wanted them to at least feel better that they still had their baby girl. And I was okay with it, but I wasn't necessarily sure because I'm like, I feel like a guy, but I still like some girly things like pastel colors, stuffed animals. I still have stuffed animals even though I'm like too old to supposedly even have them, but I don't necessarily care because they're cute. I like them. They're fluffy. I have one here with me. And I talk to him like he's an actual human being. And it makes me feel better. But just being yourself and making yourself happy is way better for you in the long run because thanks to gender dysphoria, you will have more higher risk of suicide and depression and anxiety and all these terrible, terrible things that just suck to deal with. And if you can change the way you look or dress, it will make you feel so much better about yourself. Now, I'm going to talk about binding for the women that want to be men or just non-binary and look slightly masculine but not too masculine. Just anyone that wants to bind their chest because they don't like it for some reason. I do sports bras. I'm wearing one right now. I wear some tight-esque so they don't hurt me, but they still hide most of my chest, even though I was sadly blessed with a huge chest. But you're also able to get surgery. But sports bras, you can layer them, makes your chest flatter, more even out with baggy clothing, which also helps. And you can also make a binder. I'm going to lead you to a video in the description below that helped me just come out, make this video, talk about things, and many trans people will agree with me for this one statement. Do not use ace bandages. Please, for God's sake, do not use ace bandages. They are meant to tighten around you, and they can bend your rib cage inward and hurt your organs, or they can just snap and break. It happens, and it's so dangerous, and I don't want you guys hurting yourself. Another thing that can maybe help, if you guys want, you guys can get chest binders. If you already came out to your parents or something and they already know, chest binder, you can just get it, talk to them on, you can get one online. I have maybe them at a Walmart close by. I'm not sure if they have them, but I will definitely check. And I will put in the description if Walmart has them once I check, so update soon. But chest binders. And if you don't want to come out to your parents or they're transphobic or something like that, cosplay is a good hobby. That, or you can blame it on school plays or just a play in general or something you're doing with your friends that has to do with cosplay or something like that. And it's a good way to express yourself in the opposite gender and just express yourself and just say, hey, I want a chest binder, ace bandages are dangerous and things like that. And yeah, that, and maybe you could send them this video to come out to them, be like, hey, I'm trans, this is the thing. But thank you all so much for watching, and maybe comment down below if you're subscribed, because I really, really, really want to thank you all, because you guys have helped me to come out of my comfort zone and talk to people and just be myself. And I love you all so much for that. Thank you, and bye-bye!